Yahoo CEO Marissa Mayer cracking down on employees who work from home. The company says face-to-face interaction fosters a more collaborative culture. The change will certainly force many women with children to confront difficult decisions. So is this a new Silicon Valley or nationwide culture shift? Just Yahoo specific? Bonnie Fuller is here, of course, our guest host from HollywoodLife.com. She's the editor with Porter Bibb here from Mediatech Capital Partners, our media and pop culture gurus. Porter, to you. She's a turnaround CEO. She's come in to reverse Yahoo's fortunes. Is this a way of doing that? Can this really change the culture and the productivity?
Well, it's the right move, but the wrong message. She's trying to change the culture at the same time as get rid of a lot of unproductive personnel. That Yahoo is way overstaffed at every level. And she's got a serious turnaround challenge. And she did it in a way that has created a firestorm.
But a way that she's known, because she did come from Google, where people are there at the Googleplex, they have fine dining,
24/7,
and they stay there.
And not only that, she's also spent a considerable amount of money to make sure that she has what she needs at the office. Bonnie, you were talking about the nursery that Marissa Mayer has invested in, has built next to her office.
At her own expense.
At her own expense,
Yes.
that's right.
That's right, which is important to note. But listen, she took on that job, and that's a big job, when she was 5 months pregnant, and she only took 2 weeks of maternity leave. And those of us who've had babies know you don't feel that great after 2 weeks, but she felt it was necessary for her shareholders and employees that she get back there. So she did what she had to do, which was to bring her baby to the office. Now, if she hadn't done that, she would have been subjected to criticism about, is she a bad mother because she's leaving her baby after 2
Absolutely.
weeks? I think she's in a very difficult position. She's a lightning rod.
She's a lightning rod, and no matter if you take 2 weeks off or 5 months off, women struggle with their return to the workplace. Listen
it's
to
a smokescreen, though. It's not a cultural issue. It's not a change in attitude about working at home. We all work 24/7 now. You take your iPad and your smartphone, and wherever you are,
But
you're
women
working.
disproportionately handle a lot more of the burden than men do. Take a listen to two top executives.
But she's got serious redundancy challenges. That's the problem. They're way overstaffed.
There is something unique to Yahoo here, but what she's done has caused a firestorm.
Yes.
We actually have some sound from the CEO of Stella and Dot and the Chief Technology Officer of Cisco from our Women to Watch special. Listen to this.
Right.
During the early years of Stella and Dot, they overlapped with me having 2 kids, and I wouldn't change a thing about how I grew slowly during those times. It's because I was taking my baby to swim class, and on my deathbed, I will not think about how big our company was during those years.
When I had my son, when he was a newborn, I was running a factory. Actually, I was running a semiconductor factory at Motorola, and I was constantly feeling guilty about whatever I chose to do.
Constantly feeling guilty. Guilt's obviously a big theme here.
Guilt is what working mothers live with. I know I do have sympathy for Marissa Mayer. I also started a big job when I took over Cosmopolitan. I was pregnant, and I also felt I couldn't take that much maternity leave.
But Bonnie, she also has a $117 million 5-year contract and lives on a penthouse above the Four Seasons.
That's the first intelligent thing I've heard here. This is an argument of elites. I'm sorry. This is people making, Bonnie, I'm going to get going here. This is people making $385,000 a year. They got a 4-car garage. They got 2 au pairs, and that's one debate. It's fine. But we have found at Bloomberg that work from home is critical for people who aren't doing $385,000 a year. It is a life-changing, constructive benefit for people making $112,000 a year, single moms, single parents, and this changes the game for them.
But what we don't know is they have got, I guess, hundreds of employees in this situation. What we don't know is, will there be special arrangements for people who really can't do it and who are valuable to the company and productive? Well, of course, and I'm sure that will continue. I happen to know somebody at Yahoo who got very ill and was very well taken care of by that company. So I think that there will be exceptions. But I mean, we all work here. I mean, you all work at Bloomberg together, and you're very collaborative.
Yeah, but we're only working a 20-hour work week.
Yeah, we don't talk to each other about that, though.